It's Charter Local Edition. I'm Brad Pomerance. We're joined today by Viricel. She is a member of the Board of Trustees with the San Bernardino Community College District. I'd like to speak with you about community colleges generally. I may offend for a moment. I remember the days when community college students, they were second chancers, I guess you could say. And I know you went to community college, so I don't know if I should say that out loud. But talk to us about the new community college student. Well, not second chancers per se.
Honestly, what you're saying is what a lot of people think. They think that you go to the community college because you can't get into the four-year school, or you don't know what you want to do, or maybe you're only technical focused, right? Versus academically focused. And as long as we think that, we're not going to have nearly as many fantastic students attending.
No, we're not.
No, so here's the deal. If a student is economically focused, they're much more likely to want to go to community college because you can get all of your accredited courses, your transferable courses, to go to your four-year school at the community college for much, 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 much less. You can try out things, and really, what do you want? You have two daughters, right? What do you want to pay for their intro to freshman English?
$46 a unit.
That would be really good, and you can do that at community colleges.
But if they went to a CSU, it's $7,000 a year. A UC, it's $12,000 a year. A private, it's $50,000.
Oh yeah,
and not $50,
sure.
$50,000.
Right. And
what's stunning to me is how many, I'll say, well-heeled families are now sending their kids to community college for 2 years. Smaller classes, more personalized instruction. They wind up at Berkeley and Stanford and UCR and USC, and they're just fine.
Your diploma does not say 2 years here and 3 years here or whatever. But I'll still tell you what happened to us. With my daughter, she got a four-year college scholarship, right?
Right.
So she goes to her school, she signs up for classes, she's a freshman coming in with great grades, and she can get one out of the 8 courses she wants to take. So that the scholarship that's going to pay for 4 years,
not going to work.
Well, she's going to be there for 6, so we're going to have to come up with 2 more. So we lived near Chaffee Community College at the time in Rancho, and so she signed up for courses at Chaffee. She got all of her transferable courses. She liked it so much, she actually stayed and did some of her higher division courses, her statistics and things like that, because it was close to home, she was younger, it was a better transition from high school. She wasn't right into the world of college.
And by the way, I'm talking to someone who has their doctorate, who started at a community college.
Right.
So clearly, I mean, it's in some ways it's a badge of honor to be able to say that you really thought it through and took the steps. I would be remiss if I didn't mention that one of the schools in your district, Crafton Hills, you know where I'm going. How proud are you that Crafton Hills College is one of 15 institutions that will now be offering a bachelor's degree?
Isn't that wonderful?
Talk me through that. I know you're newer to the board, but still, I mean, what a feather in the cap of the San Bernardino Community College District.
Absolutely. Well, it's an outstanding district. Both schools, both San Bernardino Valley and Crafton Hills, are just outstanding. But with this new level of degree, we'll be able to take our students through programs that they've already started. The nursing programs and things like that.
And let's let our viewers know, at Crafton, you can now get a bachelor's in emergency services and allied health systems. Fascinating.
It really is.
Talk me through that major, because I would remind our viewers, the community colleges who applied for this program, they had a unique challenge. No duplication with any major in a CSU or UC. So how did this come about? Do you know? You weren't there yet. But I'll say this. In a lot of ways, I don't mean to be a sycophant, but in a lot of ways inspired.
Please, feel free.
New medical school at UCR. Crafton Hill's not far from UCR. UCR Medical is looking to accept half their class from the Inland Empire. I can imagine someone with a degree from Crafton Hills in emergency services, and health, that may be a good fit for UCR Med.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And there's so many students there that are already studying at the community college level. So this is just one more step for them that's going to take them directly into their career. We offer all sorts of amazing things at the community colleges. Do you know you can study opera at Valley?
And did you know that you are the what is it? The executive director of the San Bernardino Symphony. So I mean,
I do know that I
did
do
you
that.
know that?
Yes,
And
I
so-
was just there this morning.
Tell me about that. I did not know that.
Yeah, I've been there for 3 years. The San Bernardino Symphony is the longest running professional symphony in the region.
But tell me about the
And-
opera element.
well,
I mean,
the
let's
opera
marry them
thing.
together.
Sure. Well, because I run the longest running professional symphony in the region, they pay me to say that.
Okay, it's allowed.
Then it's important that we communicate with all throughout our community. Plus, we like to do things that will expand our audiences, because a lot of operas and symphonies and things throughout the country are closing because their audience members are moving to Boca.
Right.
We'll say it that
Yes,
way.
well stated.
Yes,
Well
they're moving
stated.
to Boca. So where are the audiences going to come from in the future? So you reach out to places where they have music programs and music clubs and things like that. And Valley is like 4 miles from where we perform at the California Theater in downtown San Bernardino. So it was a very quick step to
Right.
go over there long before we became part of the Board of Trustees.
I want to talk about community colleges in the context of lifelong learners. During the recession, a lot of sections in community colleges were cut
Yes.
because of the financial constraints.
Yes.
A lot of those sections were for lifelong learners.
Yes.
Folks like myself, like yourself, that maybe want to take take an accounting course, take ceramics, maybe learn a language.
blowing?
Glass
Did you know they
blowing.
have that?
Right.
Yeah.
But are classes for lifelong learners, are they returning at a certain level? Can they ever return?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We have the facilities and we have the faculty. So I see those all back to where they used to be within the next couple of years. Absolutely, because the plans are in place for that already.
Since you've been on the board, you have had to go through one of the most challenging elements of any community college life, and that is accreditation.
Yes, yes.
And you know as well as I that there have been schools in California as of late that faced accreditation crises.
Correct.
Cuesta College, Compton College, I mean, it's been rough.
And the technical schools, the private technicals.
Right. And so talk to us about how you and your fellow board members worked to make sure that both Valley and Crafton received that 6-year accreditation sticker.
Well, the issue with our accreditation previously didn't have anything to do with academics.
Right.
It had more to do with little boxes being checked. One example was there was not a formal program to onboard new trustees. I was actually the first recipient
interesting, right.
of the new onboarding. And it was a regular formal onboarding. Here's the book, read this, come and talk to us. Here's some questions we have for you. We'll take your questions. Just memorializing that type of thing. So just having all the boxes checked, like I said,
Right.
it had nothing to do with the academics or anything.
There are rumblings, though, about whether, and this may be above our pay grade, whether the California community colleges should stick with this certain accrediting organization.
Right.
I mean, do you want to
right.
comment on that, or is that really
don't
above
wanna
us?
comment.
Yeah, no, that's fair. But I think
Yeah.
it brings up an interesting issue about accreditation. I mean,
Yeah.
do you feel as if the process on the other side has been a positive one?
I do.
That you were able to kind of talk with the accrediting a commission to get a better sense of what works and best practices?
Yes. Staff returned with great reports on their interaction, and I think these are things that are going to lead us to a really successful future.
Her name is
Absolutely.
Ann Viricel. She is a community college trustee at the San Bernardino Community College District. I'm Brad Pomerance in the Inland Empire, Charter Local Edition.